Welcome everyone to the Imperium Cup and welcome back to the channel. I am CJ and I have a very special honor of bringing you Wildcard A, Wildcard Game A, featuring Sword Cancel. Sword Cancel playing in the blue position here and will be first. He won one of his games in his group. He was Group L and he had 10 points at the end, so he was fourth in his group. Good showing though. Denary, who is playing in third position here in yellow, won one as well and also finished with 10 points and fourth in the group. And Okko in the green second position here had one win and 12 points and was third in the group. So all of these players are fighting for their tournament lives here. This is going to be an exciting game. This is a win and you're in. This is win and you get into the quarterfinals, the knockout rounds. This is the first of the knockout rounds, the wild card. So thank you all for joining us. Give us a like and subscribe below if you enjoy this content, and I'll keep bringing you more of this content. And let's get to it. So we have a Tessia pick for third position. We have a Baron picked in second position. And then we're going to see what Sword Cancel chooses in first position. So a lot of people have been picking Yuna in first position here. I think that's fine. I think that a lot of people are really high on Yuna in 3-player. I'm really high on Tessia in 3-player. Oh, we've got an Ariana. Spicy. Spicy. I love it. I love seeing this. Something different, something more interesting. I think she is a better player in a 3-player game, so we shall see how she does. We have Baron in second, so we're gonna see the Baron. That's gonna be the position to watch because of how open the board gets in 3-player games. But we shall see, and we're off. And we have a fold space for Ariana right away with the Seek Allies. Seek Allies, of course, we use it when you can, but some people like to hold it for a couple of rounds and just have that extra access card floating through their deck. I like to do that. I also have kind of cooled on, whoa, there we go. Now we can see their hands. Cooled on the, immediately playing this card, but I can see the arguments for doing so. Now let's take a look at this row here, but while they're getting all settled in, we have a Spice Hunter in the Imperium row, Guild Bankers, very powerful endgame card, Lady Jessica, one of the most powerful cards in the game, a Space Travel, always good, and Siege Reverend Mother. We're going to see a Diplomacy over to Hardy, which makes a lot of sense for Baron, Vladimir Harkonnen, flipping their Master Stroke tokens, and we'll go up with the Spacing Guild and the Fremen. And it's looking like the Baron's going to end up taking this one down. None of the other players are really positioned to challenge. Maybe Tessia is, if they really wanted to throw in 4 or possibly 5. But they'd have to go no, they don't have any way of doing that. So there's no way that's going to happen. Our tech is Hollow Projectors. We have Artillery. We also have a Detonation Devices, which could influence the state of things here. We'll see. Zoom a little bit in for everybody. It's going to be a Hostaging of the Great Flat for Tessia. I like this play in 3-player a lot. Water is harder to come by. It just tends to be you take your turn getting water. Baron, of course, has opened up Siege Tabor, so that's not too much of a deal for Baron. We shall see what Ariana wants to do here. Ariana's sitting on a pretty good hand. I mean, having the first access, and we'll have a buy of at least 3. 4 if they decide to go with their dagger, and 5 if they decide to go up to tech negotiation. This is going to be an Arakeen draw. Ooh, draw for the dagger. Oh, interesting. So now has the opportunity to try to push for the win here and push the Baron out. I don't know about this play. It's really dangerous given that you're in the first position here and you're not really ready to challenge anybody. It's just you can't do it. You're going to reveal first. You're going to show what they have. This would work if the Baron had no daggers in hand, but what we do see is they have at least one or just one. Baron is going to smuggle and trigger their ring ability, which is going to get them a Demand Respect. Wow. Okay. We'll see if they cash that in right away after this combat resolves, but that's a very good pickup early on. Now you know you can play around with that. It's always a bit of a disappointment when you pick it up late and you're just not challenging, but Tessia is going to be looking for just playing this Diplomacy, probably going for as much as you possibly can in terms of access. So probably like a Wealth here, maybe a Secrets, but probably a Wealth. It's always a little bit suspicious if you leave it in your hand and don't use it right away. I think you just do. Get the 2 spice or 2 Solari. The intrigue card could be better depending on what you have in your next round. We're gonna get some Solari. This is good. Better for setting up for your Sword Master. They will be able to get it about round 3 or 4. A reveal for Ariana. Very aggressive play. It's going to be met with a single dagger from the Baron. They pick up the Guild of Bankers, which is nice. The one cool thing about Ariana is she draws so many more cards when she goes spice harvesting that you can kind of get more cards in your hand than you know what to do with, so it could very well work out. Bit of a disappointment for Ariana, of course, trying to push the Baron into a draw early on. I think that was maybe a little bit too much. You definitely needed the extra troop in, so it would have to be like basically throw everything in the first act would have to be something like the Great Flat, or sorry, Still Suits, and then hoping for the Great Flat next round. Baron picks up just a space travel, and then we're going to see a reveal for Tessia that is just for 3. Deciding between a Spice Hunter, a X-Guild Compact, a Spice Smugglers, which might be the pick here, or just a Raucous Liaison. So we'll see what they do here. It's a pretty big choice, given that this is the round 1. You're going to see this card the most. Okay, so we're going to go probably for higher tech. We might see some more Dreadnoughts in the future, seeing there is a detonation devices in the Onyx. So combat is going to resolve. Baron is going to get 2 Solari and 1 Influence, and we'll see if they cash in this Demand Respect right away. I think you probably hold it, but I mean it's a big bold play to say, look at me. I mean, I'm going to get probably the Alliance for either the Spacing Guild or Fremen really early. Having the extra access to the Spacing Guild, the space travel, kind of guarantees that, I think. Doesn't look like a Demand Respect is coming, so we're going to get Makers, and next round, round 2, our combat, our skirmish, our conflict, is Trade Monopoly. I'd say after the first round, things are going very good for the Baron. Tessia is just getting set up right now. Also keep in mind that everyone starts at 0 points in 3-player, so the game goes a little bit longer. Baron's kind of low on resources, so probably going to go harvesting here, but really just either shipping or Imperial Basin. Yep. So it's going to be shipping. An up and an up, or an up and a down. I would have probably, instead of going for a shipping immediately because no one else can challenge you, I probably would have just like locked down Fold Space, gone Fold Space, and then hit Interstellar Shipping. And when you did that, you'd also be able to pick up 3 extra Solari by going up with spacing and getting an extra point. That would have been probably a slightly better turn, but not a bad turn. Tessia's got a ring and a pretty decent buy of 4 after the ring is played. What they really want to do is hit this Jessica here, and they can do with the Research Station play. The question is, do you want to go so low early on that's your only play? Ariana here is sitting at 7 persuasion right now, so could open reveal, and just pick up Jessica. I don't think that's a good play though. As much as I love Jessica, I think you still want to get some value, and you still might be able to do it if you go like Imperial Basin with ring, or like Imperial Basin. I guess you can't do it with the current hand, but maybe like a Still Suits, and then like ring to Research Station. Okay, this is good too. Harvesting Spice, great. She picks up 1 less spice but draws a card and picks up a dagger for her troubles and gets an extra water. Needs to remember the water. Please remember your water. Oh. Sorry about that. Alright, they did pay. course, they did pay for that. I'm thinking they had gone to Imperial Basin in my mind. Baron is going to... We had smuggling, or not smuggling, a still suits for the Baron. Carthag for Tessia, picking up a machine culture. So already she's set up for some tech. So this is a pretty good one for Tessia, given the first pickup was that Ix Guild Compact. And they do have a dagger in hand, so unless someone really wants to challenge here with one extra troop, this is going to be Tessia's fight. And there's only one more option here. It would have to be Ariana for maybe like Hardy Warriors, and I don't know if that's really worth it. Is that really worth it? We'll see what Ariana decides. A bit of a loose cannon in this sword cancel. Just kidding. No, he's playing very well. It's just had to go all in early on. Doesn't feel great. So what is the tech pickup here? Is it going to be detonation devices? Is it going to be hollow projectors? Detonation devices would be kind of like a denial pick. Gonna pick up artillery. It's free. And we see a Sonic Snoopers. Love it, love it. Big fan of Sonic Snoopers. Dagger Reconnaissance convincing for the Baron. He's probably going to pick up this Imperial Spy. Indeed does. And the Kwiz Haderach has arrived. The one who can see both paths. And we have 3 Persuasion for Tessia. Is anything here worth it? Maybe like the Spice Smugglers. The Spice Smugglers is an option. The Spice Hunter, I don't mind this card. It gives you access to Fremen. I mean, this sort of gives you access to the Spacing Guild. And the Spacing Guild is far from settled. So either one is good. I guess the question is, do you want to cut off the Fremen or do you want to cut off the Spacing Guild? But, I mean, there are other options for Fremen out there. So we'll see. Would have really liked to have 4 buy this turn for Persuasion. Looks like it might just be an Arrakis Liaison here. I don't know. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think as Tessia, you really want to set up for a high persuasion build. Reveal for Ariana for 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Picking up Lady Jessica. That's a boon for Ariana Thorvald. And is going to get in with the Interstellar. I think you do Interstellar here. You got to go for Interstellar. Or not. Okay, that works too. That works too. I think, though, you really want to go for Interstellar to have first action next turn, because it doesn't look like Tessia's... Oh, Tessia might get there. Yeah, Tessia will get there. Actually, so that's very forethought thought out. So we're going to go up-down for Tessia with the rewards from this combat. This combat's already resolving. Get some troops. Complete the first rung of your careful observation. And get some Solari. Seems good. And we're going to go off to the next round. This is a fast game. Already in round 3. 3-player games play much faster than 4-player games. Cloak and Dagger are conflict. Action is on Tessia with a good hand here. Got the Ix Guild Compact. A lot of Persuasion. No way to go to Research Station this round, but we're probably just going to see some spice here from the Great Flat. Oh, maybe not. Okay. The shipping. Shipping is powerful, and in a 3-player game, there's just more of a bottleneck, I think. Well, there's less of a bottleneck, but you basically can only pull ahead of 2 people as opposed to 3. So it feels like there's more of an onus to get in there. That means that fold space is going to go to Ariana, maybe, or is it going to be something else? What's going on here? What could Ariana be thinking here? Just harvesting more? Harvesting is fine. Actually, harvesting is quite good here. Oh, all right. We got a selective breeding for Ariana Thorvald. Gets a point, so that's good. Players just sitting on 1 and 2 points here. Trashes the Dagger. I was thinking about it. Trashes a Dune. Yep, makes a lot of sense. Get rid of Dune. Although mostly because the Jessica is a Dune symbol. Yep, and we'll pick that up. Draws 3, draws Jessica. Wow, what a strong turn here. Might be able to pick up Kwizott's Haderach as well. And then all bets are off. This Ariana might get out of control. Sitting at 3, 4, 5, 6 persuasion. Goodbye, Spice Must Flow. What do you do here? Maybe you Mentat as Ariana, which makes a lot of sense, and then you can just kind of go wherever. Because if you Mentat and hit a 2 persuasion card, then you're going to be in business. Baron's got a lot of intrigue already. We've already seen the Signet Ring twice, is that right? Yeah. And Corner of the Market in hand now is going to want to try to get Spice Must Flows. Of course, everyone will. But Poison Stupor, a nice pickup. And that Demand Respect is still there. Their hand was the Imperial Spy. I think they also played... Was it the Seek Allies? Reconnaissance and Space Travel. So... Only alliance so far is for the Baron with the Fremen, and no one is really close to challenging. Let's see what Tessia does here. Tessia's hand is a little weird. I always feel like this Ixkill compact is just super, super awkward unless you have some really great enablers. Like, you don't want to discard cards just to, what, get a Dreadnought? I mean, it's a free Dreadnought for 2 cards, but so early in the game. What you really want to do is, like, use this to head over to, like, Highliner and then discard and throw the Dreadnought in. That's nice. It's going to be a Hardy here. Another Snooper and another Water. Yep. Did you get the Water? Yep, there we go. Alright, and we're going to see probably 4 troops go in. I think you have to go with 4 here, given that the Baron is sitting on 2 and could put 3 in and could have swords in hand and you have none, right? So like 4 here seems like somewhat safer. Baron's not likely to get much more out of a Carthag play, but could. All right, it is a Mentat for Ariana. Hits 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there's going to be a tech negotiation and pick up a Kwizott's Haderach for Ariana. Very, very powerful turn here. They've only got 2 cards left. Actually, they know their cards, so they could just harvest Spice here. Harvesting Spice gets you the Kwizott's 2 Spice, because it draws you a Convincing here, right? So wow, that's pretty massive. Pretty massive turn. Pretty good. Baron's playing Imperial Spy to wealth. Everyone's kind of shy here with the Emperor. Strong Arm's a great pickup. Could do this right now. And I think you probably should. You might as well do it now, right? Oh, passed the turn too quickly. That's all right. All right, we see 2 Tech Negotiators and a buy of 4. Probably going to pick up the Siege Reverend Mother, I'd imagine. It's a very good card. There's another Space Travel. And this looks like an easy Imperial base. Whoa, what's going on here? Not going to pick up. I am so surprised. There's only 2 cards left in deck. Do you know it can get it all? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, can get there. All right, never mind. It's a little bit unnecessary, I'd say. You don't need to draw your whole deck, but it's fine. It's fine. I guess getting those out of your deck so you don't draw them next round is probably better than drawing them. This is going to be a easy Kwizott's, easy game for Ariana. Baron reveals for 3. I don't think they want another Space Travel. None of these things are really that appealing. I'd probably just pick up an Arrakis Liaison at this point. Indeed does. Action on Ariana. Here is a Kwizott's Haderach. So round 3 Kwizott's, round 2 Jessica. Pretty amazing. And Ariana, of course, can just churn through her deck. So glad we're witnessing this. This is going to be fun. Got some intrigue card Baron play. Tessia really unrestricted on the tracks as well. Oh, it's going to pick up a war chest here and an advanced weaponry. No tech yet for Tessia, but they're set up to get some. I would imagine they're going to get some tech this round. They have potential 2 extra points in hand. Very nice. Ariana's first action is going to be the Haga Basin. Draws the Kwizots. Wow. Must be nice. Must be nice. Game is really churning. Swordmaster for Baron. Baron is doing regular old things, playing the game, getting stuff. Ariana's cheating a little bit. Cards that let you go anywhere and buy for cheap. Here comes Tessia. Look at ring play here. Usually I favor Tessia in these 3-player games, but right now I think that she's falling behind. It's going to be Interstellar, going to be up, down, tech for sure. The question is, which one do you get? Holo Projectors is fine, but you do have an enabler. Or you have a payoff card, I guess. This would be the enabler. Can't take a flagship yet, but there's a detonation devices, which might be interesting. Is going to take the detonation devices and just discount it by 1, so it's free. We'll go up with... Where are we going up? Probably... Okay, gonna chase Bene Gesserit here. So yellow, Tessia already has 3 of the 4 influence, snooper tokens. And then uses the ring to go up with the Emperor. Pretty nice. Imagine that. So Denary's still playing here. Deciding to take Spice, okay, instead of Solari. Yeah, that makes sense. You're kind of set up to selective breeding next round. Really cull your deck. And one thing that I'd say about these 3-player games is you have a lot more time to pull cards out of your deck. And so deck building becomes more of an essential part of the game as opposed to just picking cards that you think will help you down the road, like maybe once or twice. You really do see more of your cards in a 3-player game. Mostly because it starts at 0, but Guild Bankers up to a Conspire. Love this from Ariana. Picks up an Expedite. Yeah, it's okay. It's one of the weaker intrigues from Ix, but it can be pretty massive if you time it right. And we're just going to wait a little bit because Okko disconnected. And we will be back in just a moment. All right, we are back. Okko is reconnected. We're ready to go. Ariana has just played to Conspire, and it will be the Baron with a Duzin Desert Planet for 6 Spice at the Great Flat. And is kind of looking at maybe a Highlander this turn after all. Now, what is anyone else going to do here? What are the other players going to do? Getting the 2 water is a massive, massive play, but can you afford it at this point? Do you research station here? No, you Carthag. Yeah, that makes sense. Carthag. Here's a secrecy of the Sisterhood, rather. And that could probably going to be played right away. Here is a advanced weaponry. So unfortunately, looking like Tessia wanting to cash in this detonation devices. We'll see if they'll be able to. They get 3 troops and the dreadnought. It will be an expensive combat, but they do have some cards in hand, such as the war chest. Here's a Kwiz for Ariana. Draws a dagger. I'm gonna put any guys in here. I think you probably maybe put 1 in just for the water. Is it worth it? I don't know. You are Ariana. You do print water. So maybe not. Baron's turn. This looks like a highliner. It is a pretty safe highliner too, given that Tessia has committed this turn. It will be a 14 power highliner if they wanted to do this. It's a pretty early commitment though, and you're always not super happy to do this for a level 2. Baron's gonna give it to Tessia. This is a 2-point combat for Tessia. That is a massive win for Tessia. Here's a strong arm. Okay. Baron has other plans. Baron's not interested in winning this combat. They're just saving up their spice for level 3, but got a little ways to go. We got 3 more rounds. And well, 2 more after this one. Baron is going to be fighting tooth and nail for these alliances, though. Alright, it is 10 power for Tessia. And there is 1 more action for Ariana. So Ariana could just basically go in here with 1 troop and get 2 water, which seems pretty good. Though the only way she's going to be able to do that is with the Dune Desert Planet. So it'll be just big, like play a Dune to draw a card. I don't know about that. Nope, it's tech negotiation for Ariana instead. Looking to set up a buy of 6 for this this Reverend Mother Mohayim. Baron is revealing for 2. Another Arrakis Liaison. So quite a few Arrakis Liaisons. Baron with the deck of 5 cards. And is going to be a Reverend Mother for Ariana. Ariana getting everything here. Everything is going right for Ariana. No one has been able to take any of these high-powered cards. And yet, Tessia has 5 points, and Ariana has 1. So even we'll see if this engine is able to come back here. But the game might be over before it even matters. We shall see. It's time to start making some choices, and or if you just draw all the good cards, you're good. We just have a Lady Jessica play into a Reverend Mother Mohayim and an easy game. Gotta start winning some points here. Baron's going for some tech. Baron's gonna take a holo projectors. I don't know about this. Why holo projectors? That's so weird. Like, there's an invasion ships here, which is way better. There's a refocus. Draw from the intrigue deck. I mean, maybe they're just trying to get rid of these daggers, and they're just tired of these daggers. It kind of looks like it. Needs some better action. Finds a reconnaissance. Does that help? It does, maybe? I'm starting to feel like maybe this demand respect is going to remain in hand the entire game. It can happen. It's happened to me. Where you just, like, obviously want to save 2 spice, right, to use it. That must be why the Baron didn't go all in for a highliner last round, because they would have ended up with 0 spice to trigger the demand respect. So, obviously you can do it for 1 influence, which is not bad either. Baron at 4 points, Tessia at 5 points, Ariana at 1, but with the massive monster deck. Quite interesting. Here's a diplomacy. It's a wealth play. It's going to be just for Swordmaster this round for Tessia, and this makes a lot of sense since it triggers the last careful observation. They get to go up again and get 2 extra troops. Pretty good. Here's the Lady Jessica into Haga Basin. Just getting a couple of spice here. Picks up another Kwizots, Guild Bankers, and a Convincing. So, yeah, when you get Lady Jessica, Kwizots, and Mother Mohayim, it seems like it's your game to lose, right? It's going to be Interstellar for Baron. And then we're going to see a dagger over to, of course, the Swordmaster. Now the pain begins. Get a place first, but yes, here we go. It's going to be a trashing the dagger probably. Yep, drawing the rest of their deck. Oof. Basically the rest of their deck. And now we're in Spice Must Flow territory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So easily Spice Must Flow with the Guild Bankers, of course. This is an insane, insane deck from Ariana Thorvald. Of course, would have loved to have this corner of the market, but won't have it. Might even win this combat. This combat is looking less and less like Tessia is going to be able to pull it in. But has a glimpse of the path now. Could probably, probably hold on to that for now. Doesn't need it right now. Probably wants to play something. Maybe the Secrets of the Sisterhood. Holding the War Chest for possibly, I mean, you want to hold it for a point, but definitely want to play something now so you don't get your stuff stolen. All right. Alliances flying all over the place, about to be contested between blue and yellow. The Bene Gesserit and the Emperor is being contested by yellow and green. No one is bothering with the Spacing Guild, which is interesting. I haven't seen a game where people haven't taken the Spacing Guild Alliance like round 3 for a while now. Here's going to be, yeah, I mean, you can just play whatever at this point. It's going to be a ring somewhere. Maybe Imperial Basin. Maybe shipping. Actually, shipping makes a lot of sense here. What else makes sense? I guess can't go to Siege Tabor yet, so I think you take a diplomacy turn, not a ring turn. I'm not sure what the ring's going to do. I think a diplomacy turn here is better because you can get the Bene Gesserit Alliance. And then you can use the Kwizots to do some other shenanigans. But here we go. Signet Ring to Arakeen, drawing a card, picks up a convincing argument. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So still enough for spice. Baron has to play their Arrakis Liaison to Siege Tabor. He's going to put no troops in. It says, I'm done with this combat. I'm going to save up for the next one. Probably the smart play here too, seeing as how both yellow and blue are out for blood. It's going to be a reveal here for 0 for Denary, unfortunately, and then Sword Cancel is going to have basically can do whatever they want for a turn with this Kwizots. I think you just take like secrets, right? Although you can just guarantee to win this point. That's another thing you could do. Like a Hardy Warriors. You're going to have to get that point there anyway, eventually. So maybe a Hardy Warriors play here. It doesn't matter which one you do, right? At this point. I think Secrets might be like slightly better. But this is just a guarantee. And now that's a guarantee, a firm guarantee that you're going to win this combat. The only possible problem is if like Tessia uses Glimpse of the Path, or they can't because they already revealed, so never mind. They could play this War Chest. It's going to be a Spice Must Flow here. Points are finally coming in for Countess Ariana Thorvald. We'll see if they can catch back up to the 6-point Tessia. It's going to go to combat here, and of course Tessia just going to let it go. Grand Conspiracy. Now this is one that actually could be completed. by this Tessia. Tessia already has what, two two level 3 influence, so could get to 4 pretty easily. High Council is something they usually want to do, and they have ways of generating dreadnoughts, so that's always good. Although that does kind of fight in the face of like detonation devices. But there's a way to create some more dreadnoughts. We'll see what happens. Ariana with a draw picks up another mother from Mohiam. Oh my goodness. He's gonna probably want to. Wow, awkwardly sitting at like nothing though. No resources whatsoever. I mean, it won't stay like that for long, but this hand is full of bad. It's just really, really bad. It's just a Mother Mohiam, it's a reconnaissance, and then a bunch of garbage. So if Ariana ends up getting blocked at Arakeen, that's a huge problem. They have no money and no way to get to Mentat at all. There's going to be some problems here for our Ariana player, unfortunately. Action is on Tessia. Just waiting for the Baron to draw. Baron draws. Good hand for the Baron. Looks like a Spice Must Flow turn. Here's a glimpse of the path from Tessia. Draws a card, picks up a Water Peddler. That's nice. That's a good combo with the X-Guild. Good combo. I don't know if we really need it right now. You have 4 water, though. If like a Sayadini comes up, then it's just insane. But it doesn't seem like it's going to happen right now. But you never know. Let's see what Tessie is planning on doing here, because there's a lot of options. There's tech. Could pick up a free tech. Could select a breeding. Select a breeding is always the most appealing when you have a way of trashing and an enabler. So like you could basically trash the X-Guild Compact or the Water Peddler and just gain value. You can do both with the Reverend Mother Mohiam. No, sorry, not Reverend Mother. The other mother. The mother from another mother. But it looks like it's going to be a dune desert planet here for some spice, and I don't disagree with this at all. Imperial Basin is very appealing right now. 4 spice for Tessia. Puts her up to 6. Now is looking at a Highliner turn if she needs it. And can just wait. Doesn't have to do anything. Yep, here is Arakeen and finds a Guild Bankers. That does rescue the hand. Could just buy Spice Must Flow this round and just be done, but that's not too bad, actually. It's really not too bad. Can simply just reveal, gain 3 spice, and Spice Must Flow. But is that going to be fast enough to combat this Tessia and this Baron? Baron is fallen behind a little bit. Now Baron is threatening Highliner, and here comes a Highliner from Tessia Vernius. Can't let the Baron get in there. More water. 6 water for Tessia. Is going to discard the Water Peddler. Discard the convincing argument. Has 7 water. All the water in the world. And here come the clowns. How many clowns are we putting in? Still deciding. How many clowns do you need in this clown car? 3 more clowns. Sounds good. And by clowns I mean troops, of course. And that puts Tessie up to 11 strength. And it is going to be just a reveal and a Spice Must Flow for Ariana and 3 spice. Wow. It's going to be looking at a Kwizots next round? Yep. Almost guaranteed. It's pretty massive. Can Ariana Thorvald catch up here? This is the big question. You're not supposed to show those. Okay. I guess there's a little BM there. Definitely not supposed to show those. Okay, well. It is what it is. Cashing in the Sonic Snoopers. Where did it go? There, went up there to draw 2 new intrigues. Gets a rapid mobilization, very good, and a windfall. The windfall is whatever. The rapid mobilization could be massive here, especially with the Baron sitting on 8 spice. Interesting. Baron takes the alliance for the Emperor. That makes sense. I don't know, the windfall is just kind of like a whatever card at this point, but here is a Siege Reverend Mother for a secrets and a point for Tessia. Tessia now the proud owner of an alliance with the Bene Gesserit. Picks up an infiltrate here. Has 5 has 5 intrigue cards. Infiltrate, Counselor's Dispensation. Just picked that up. No one has High Council yet. Grand Conspiracy, of course. They have a War Chest and Machine Culture. Is going to trash the Water Peddler. Go up to 8 water. Wow. Okay. It's just all research station all the time from here on out. And honestly, this Tessia might just take the game away before anyone is able to catch up. Ariana with the massive deck, but has to be able to like buy 2 or 3 spice in the next 2 turns, and has to contest this these next combats. Is kind of going to rely on the Baron to do that, to get in the way here a little bit. Because if Tessia wins 1 more combat, that's going to be it. I mean, provided it's not Grand Vision or something like that. Here's Siege Tabor for the Baron. Baron wishing he had 8 water right now. Here's 1 troop. Okay. Baron doesn't have any way of actually winning this combat, so just going to take this spice in the water. But Ariana could also get in the... Oh, can't get in the way. Has already gone. So that's not going to happen. Here's a windfall. Might as well. Makes sense. Everyone's revealed. We go to combat. Tessia is going to pass. And is going to Detto this. Putting her up to 9 points. Detonation device is very strong in 3-player. It's a lot easier to win combats. Trashing Convincing from the Terrible Purpose. And it's Makers. I'm not sure that Ariana Thorvald is going to be able to catch up. They're 5 points behind, but you can't have big 5-point turns. It is a Grand Vision. That actually, at this point with Tessia sitting on 9 points, that is the worst combat to see. Because this game is all but sealed up at this point. See a dispatch staged. Okay, that's the start of something. That's the start of something. And now we get to see if see what Ariana takes. And they get the Machine Culture. Okay. That's fine. None of these other things. Maybe the Infiltrate would have been fine, but the War Chest not super great. Picks up Kwizots. So this is going to be the last Kwizots turn for Ariana. Looks like Baron needs to steal an alliance, basically. Needs to make sure that that Tessia does not get this alliance with spacing, but it looks like they might. So they need to win this combat, is what the Baron needs to do. Baron winning this combat is huge. Up, down. What are they going to get? Is it a point? They are getting a point. So -2. Baron goes to 6. I'd say the only way that this game doesn't end this round is if Tessia completely whiffs on Research Station, which is 100% the next play. And if the Baron can take away this... What? Oh, the Baron is not challenging for the Spacing Guild. This might actually just seal the deal. not challenging for the Spacing Guild Alliance. Takes 2 spice for the shipping, pays the 6. And it is all on Tessia here. I don't see how you just don't go get this alliance. Quid pro quo could do it too. So Baron being fed some really nice cards here from the game. Wait, where did they get that from? Oh, right. Right, the course the signet. That makes sense. Just talking and noticing all the plays except for the ones that are right in front of you. And here's the infiltrate for Tessia. Where's this going? Probably to secrets. No. To ship. Okay, this is kind of interesting. Tessia goes up here twice. I don't know what's going on here, why they're not just taking the alliance with the Spacing Guild. Because now Ariana can do it. Nope, okay. Ariana steals the point back from Tessia. Game is still on. Tessia now sitting at 8 points. And Ariana is catching up fast. Superior breeding from Ariana. Superior breeding. Kwiz in hand, of course, and enough for a Spice Must Flow. Really wants to hit that Guild Bankers. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Needs a couple more of these Arrakis Liaisons, I think, to really make your deck sing. Would also like to get 2 more troops in combat, but do they have the ability to do that? It does look like they could dispatch an envoy and then Kwizots. They could dispatch to like still suits, which would be pretty good. Oh, they could dispatch the still suits and then Kwizots to the research station. This game could turn on its head here if Baron gets this combat. This Demand Respect has just been sitting there, and it is ready to go. Here is a point for Tessia, putting her back up to 9. They're going to discard the Freighter Fleet to the Ix Guild Compact, and looks like the dagger as well. And this is how they're going to trigger their shipping. So that makes a lot of sense. Unfortunately, won't be able to throw these troops into combat, but that's okay. This makes it a little bit hard for the Baron to take the Spacing Guild Alliance, especially if they want to solidify that. And do they take Solari here? They probably take Solari. The Solari play here should be suspicious. Oh, they're not going to. They're trying to take the Emperor. They're going to try to take the Emperor away. I don't know how they're going to do that, but they're trying to take the Emperor away. They have one more play, and it's with a dagger. So nothing really is telling me that they'll be able to do this. They're gonna get High Council for sure. They're gonna be stuck at 9 points for another turn. And this is the window that Ariana, Thorvald, and the Baron need to get back into this game. Ariana with the superior deck, vastly superior deck, and the Baron with the vastly superior intrigue cards through most of this game. Still has an insane amount of intrigue in their hand. They could basically pay 4 spice to go up 3 times. Unfortunately, they have no access cards this round. They can't do that. So, but they will get first access next round. And they have 5 cards in their deck, so yes, they will draw their access card. Baron, doing their math, of course, will probably figure out what to do here. Ariana is going to be playing probably, I don't know. I really do think you have to use this Dispassion Envoy here and get some water and then draw with Research Station. So like you dispatch an Envoy with your ring and then you get 2 water. That's probably what I would do here. That's a cute play, gets you a point, a needed point. The other option is, that actually seems like the best play, to be quite honest, because at this point, like, you don't have 2 Solari for the Mentat, which you'd love. You don't have a water out of hand for, oh, here we go. Okay, seeing the play, I love it. Here's a Signet Ring for Still Suits. It is a Still Suits play, 2 water. Up to 6 points. Ariana is catching up. You know, I gotta say, I am rooting for Ariana against all odds here. They're 3 points behind, but they have won my heart. And this is going to be a research station, an unblockable research station. Here's a dagger that's just discarded to Hollow Projectors. Draws a diplomacy. The Baron loves that. Here we can go get the, make sure that we have the alliance for with the Emperor again. So that's probably what's going to happen here. Conspire. Picks up a Charisma, so now sitting at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Persuasion. None of the cards in the row are all that appealing at this point, so they're probably not going to buy anything, but this might be just a rapid mobilization turn for the Baron. Can't do that. Bit of a... Can't play that card. Don't have enough spice. Maybe missed the... you need to hold an extra spice here for this play and is now in a bit of an awkward spot. They've already taken the intrigue cards, can't walk that back. Yeah, I think the wealth play was just better, just to keep the 4 spice in hand. There's Eye Council for Tessia. Tessia looking to buy 1 spice must flow next round, most likely. And Tessia is out of gas. It is now for Ariana Thorvald, who of course is holding Kwizots. Is that 4 Kwizots plays this game? It might have been more. Oh, what? Wait, what? What is going on here? It's Research Station, right? It's gotta be. That's what you're setting up? What is happening? I understand that wanting to go to to like Hardy. Oh, please. No, they're going to do this. They're going to go to the wrong place. They're trying to get the point. The point is respectable. Either place is respectable, but getting the extra draw to get a spice must flow this turn is massive. It's just utterly massive. Looks like they're going to just go get spice. They're going to draw 1. They're going to draw 1 from Kwizots. 2 spice must flows. No, it wouldn't have been good anyway. You would have drawn 2 spice must flows. 2, 4, 5, 6. 6 persuasion. And no bankers. Unfortunately. Womp, womp, womp. Well. Now what? Baron's going to reveal. Going to show 4. Going to pick up nothing, probably. Maybe. Actually, you know what? This Fremen camp is still good, right? The space travel is used. Is gone. He's already got 1. Yeah, Fremen camp makes a lot of sense. Here's Jameis, but you don't really need more of that. You don't need James. I'm sorry, he has 6 persuasion. Need more stuff in your deck? Okay. It doesn't matter at this point. There's only going to be 1 more round. Probably. I guess there's a world where Tessia doesn't draw enough persuasion cards. Whoops. Here is a reveal of a sad 6, but 2 spice. I think that turn there was a misplay from Ariana Thorvald still. I think that you want to hit Research Station this round. That's just, making sure. Alright, got it. Cool. Alright, go to combat, I think. And the Baron's going to win it with 2 freaking troops. I can't believe this. Nobody went in here. No one forced the Baron to play their rapid mobilization. It's a big problem. Kind of letting the Baron catch up. Ariana is going to have kind of a weird turn. Ooh, interesting pickup. Know Their Ways for Ariana. Know Their Ways could maybe get them into this fight for the Alliance. Maybe. What's the next fight? It is Imperial Basin, and that favors Tessia. Already controls it. Good hand for Tessia. Good hand for Ariana. I mean, the Baron's got access, but they don't have any spice. Baron could close it out this round very, very easily with a rapid mobilization, sitting on Chome shares they picked up, and the quid pro quo could make this kind of over this round. So it is anyone's game. I definitely say it's leaning towards the Baron with the cards they've got in hand. What? What? Wait. They discarded their access card that gets them the Alliance. I don't understand this play. Please explain why you didn't just insta-fold space for a point. I don't understand. Okay. And why would you discard this card of all cards? Huh. It's like, discard the card that doesn't have anything on it. I'm confused. I gotta say, I think that's just a misplay. Okay. Gonna see a flagship putting some troops in. Yep, Baron's looking like they're rapid mobilizationing this turn. It's going to put them up to 9 if they win it, and 10 with Chome shares. Yep, that checks out. The troop is from Tessia's control of Imperial Basin. What does Tessia do here? Tessia surely wants this alliance, but doesn't immediately have a way to get there. Kind of looks like a selective breeding round where you Counselor's Dispensation and then Siege Reverend Mother, but is that the wrong play here? Because you're probably going to kind of lose out to Ariana. Here's a Mentat. Okay. Just to draw to see what's going to happen. Ariana's going to Machine Culture here. They're going to Machine Culture 4 wind traps. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Is this a research station then? They don't have access to research station. What in the world are they doing? What in the world is going on here? I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening? Maybe they're seeing something I don't, but at this point, I think there's been 2 major mistakes. One from the Baron and maybe this one from Ariana. Is this just more tech? And why is it more tech? It is a spaceport. Okay. Oh my gosh, so punished. No, spice must look convincing. Oh no. Not like this, Ariana. Not like this. Oh no. There's a shuttle fleet out there. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know why I play for the spaceport. I guess you're trying to hit like a Bene Gesserit card so you can trigger your Reverend Mother, but aren't there better ways to do that? Maybe not. I mean, you just can't. You just diplomacy to selective breeding. I don't know. Can't say I agree, but it is what it is. Here's Tessia playing a ring to Carthag. Is going to try to get into this combat. Here's Counselor's Dispensation for 2 spice, just because, you know, you don't want to have 4 cards in hand. And here is a bunch of stuff. Now, if Ariana, or if sorry, not the Ariana, if Tessia does somehow win this combat, which at the moment isn't looking very likely, admittedly, but if somehow they do, I mean, that's game. There is the issue of course, the extra Grand Conspiracy is how many points now? 1, 2, 3. They have 3 things done. They don't have 2 Dreadnoughts. And they don't have a Spice Must Flow either. Oh. Maybe they're a little low on Solari. Uh-oh. It's going to be... Yeah, okay, so here we go. I still don't think this was the right play, but okay. So now we diplomacied into selective breeding. Bene Gesserit is shut off. Bypass protocol for the Baron, playing the ring to research station. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Only has 8. Oh no, Baron. Here's a rapid. Baron doesn't have to do this until the reveal. I think I would have waited until they revealed. But you've shown it now. You might as well do it. Here come a lot of clowns. Alright. 22 power for the Baron. What does Tessia say here? Can they get this back? 2 points for the Baron puts them to 10. They don't have any extra points in hand. They've gotten rid of all their other stuff. They did play Chome Shares, which puts them up to 8, right? So it's going to be 10 to Baron. I think that's the best they could do. They could have almost gotten 11. They're 1 point away from 11. 1 point. 1 persuasion. And I don't think Tessia can play this Reverend, this Siege Reverend Mother here, because that gives her a Spice Must Flow, and they need that really badly, really badly. I'm not sure what you do here. I mean, can you win the combat? Maybe. You put 4 more troops in, that puts you up to 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. That ties. But the Baron's got daggers in hand. Sorry about moving that around. Had to zoom in there for a minute. Oh, this is hard. But Tessia just cannot play that Siege Reverend Mother. They can't do it. It's just going to be spice. It's just going to be spice. And here go 2 more guys. That's just not enough, is it? So now Ariana can use the Kwizots if they move one of their current guys. They could Kwizots and then they could Reverend Mother. And that just wrecks everyone's plan. Oh, we had another disconnect. We'll be paused for a minute. All right, Okko has connected. He's gone back, and it is going to be a Kwizots Haderach play, moving the agent at tech negotiation down to Hardy Warriors. Is that what I saw? Yeah, it is. It's going to draw a Jessica. It's going to draw Jessica. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, cannot get there. Can they get there? No. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, no. If they play the Revered Mother, then they can't buy Spice Must Flow. But it doesn't look like they're going to be able to win this combat. They really need the extra point here and the Spice Must Flow. How is this going to help? How do they do this? Is it... Oh, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Okay, it's a reveal for Spice Must Flow for Tessia, putting her up to 10. She's sitting on 1 extra point in hand. That's 11, and that is going to probably seal it. The Baron's going to get to 10 as well. Can the Baron steal an alliance? They cannot. They cannot. This quid pro quo, however, just that big misplay of going to conspire instead of wealth basically cost the Baron an extra point. That's heartbreaking, because they would be up to 11 having taken one of these other tracks most likely. Man, what a rough last round. Okay, last action to Ariana. What do you do here? What is your play? Is it Jessica? Jessica seems like a better play, in my opinion, than Reverend Mother, seeing as how everyone else is already revealed. Quiz Outsider in a kind of weird anti-synergy with the Reverend Mother, seeing as how everyone finishes their actions before you. And unfortunately, the Guild Bankers at the beginning of this round had to be played. So, no discount for Spice Must Flows this round. It's a tough one. Mentat's already been taken. What do? You Jessica. Where do you Jessica to? To get Spice. You draw your entire deck. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, that's 9. That's a Spice Must Flow, but that's about as good as it's going to get, it looks like. And unfortunately, why did they go there? Oh no, missed another point. Am I missing this? I think Ariana just missed a point. Could have gone to Siege Tabor to get the extra troop in there and then, like, used the staged incident. I mean, it's not going to win the game, but it would have put him up to 8. Well, this has been quite the interesting game, I have to say. A couple of interesting plays here. A couple of maybe misplays, but a couple of very interesting choices having been made by these players. Tessia was just the player to catch. Combat. It's gonna go to Tessia on tiebreakers. Oh no, it's not. It's because Grand Conspiracy is going to be an extra point here. The Baron's going to reveal that they have nothing else. Wait, do they even have it? 1, 2, 3, they do. Okay. 1 extra point, that's 11. And that's just going to do it. We're going to have Tessia as the winner in 3rd position. Win at 11 points. It was a very close game here, actually, between the Baron and Tessia in the end. And we had an amazing end with Ariana with the best deck I've seen in a while. Let's go check in with the players and see what they had to say about this one.
After that last win, that was pretty good.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, congrats. Congrats to Denary.
Thank you.
Yeah, well played, Tall. Really, it was just like the tale of 2 types of games where Baron and Tessia were fighting over alliances and so on, and Ariana with this massive deck engine trying to catch up as fast as possible.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome to see, actually. Wow, yeah. What did you guys think? How did it go for you?
I felt like it was that pull of Grand Conspiracy with having getting dreadnoughts. I felt very lucky.
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. Though you didn't get the point for the dreadnoughts, you got it for the spice.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
yeah.
weird
No,
too. I was like, oh,
I was thinking if I had enough money, I was thinking of just going there and getting the second one.
right,
But I
right.
think it worked out better of getting that extra turn, although it
Yeah,
didn't really matter at the end.
this detonation devices was massive. This game, really massive. I think you got 2 points from it, right? Or is it just one?
Yeah,
Oh, two.
two, two. Yeah,
Yeah, very,
two,
very
and I
good.
got two. Yeah, that was the only reason I picked that card. The one that gave me the skilled compact.
Right, right.
The only reason I bought it because I saw the detonation devices on the text.
And Akko, there was a turn you had your access to the guild.
Yeah, yeah. I was just going to say that
What
was
happened? Why did you discard it?
yeah.
Like,
I don't know. I completely forgot about the bottom one in the
oh,
single basically.
Oh,
And
I was like,
I was like, I don't have 6 spices, so I cannot get that. And
oh,
after I
okay.
did it, it was too late, pretty much.
That's a bummer. That was heartbreaking. I was like, oh no, just discard this card. It's the same thing but worse.
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I was really close there. There was a lot of fighting over alliances this game, and I was rooting for Ariana with the big comeback machine here. I really was.
me too. Yeah.
I really was. Oh man, it
There
was
was
such
a
an
couple of
excellent deck.
turns where I had some janky draws like convincing guild bankers.
Yep,
And, like,
yep,
and I had to go dig for the other pieces, and that kind of slowed me down.
absolutely.
And I was expecting them to battle it out a little bit harder, the combats, but they just kind of were. It was like they were trading a little bit.
Taking turns going to combats, yeah.
Yeah.
Though with the Baron, it would have been like that, and I think Tessia would have probably won if the Baron didn't have Rapid here. I mean,
Oh yeah.
the combat. I
Mhm.
mean, because that was just a massive pull. Um,
Yeah.
so I mean, what do you do against that? You just like stockpile guys, and then they win a combat. That's just how it is. But yeah, I mean, it was really close. I think that this doesn't tell the whole story, but it's really interesting to see how in a 3-player game, like things can kind of escalate really fast with players who are climbing tracks, and then it almost gives you enough time to deck build. I mean, you had like this insane deck. You had like some of the top 10 cards in the game, I'd say, 4 of them, and it just wasn't quite enough because it relied too much on like everything kind of synergizing together at the right second, right? Thank you all for watching. Thank you all. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Take care.